Guys, what is up? I hope you guys are having an awesome day. Today is an awesome day because we are filming the installation video for the CEN Ultimate Hitch Kit. You know what that means. She's live on the site. Go get one if you've been wanting one. Please go check it out. I really hope you guys enjoy this as much as I enjoyed making it and just seeing all the feedback from you guys. So much appreciated. If you are watching this because you bought one, you're freaking awesome. I appreciate you so much. You're the reason all this is coming to fruition and getting bigger and the channel is growing. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. So let's jump into this. Today we're going to be installing the Hitch Kit. This is going to be a walkthrough of how to install it if you're not sure of how to install it. There's going to be instructions included in the kit, but I mean, those are just old fashioned. So if you would rather sit here and listen to me and see me tell you how I do it and watch me do it, then this is what it's for. So please watch and let's get straight into it. Now, for those of you that maybe don't know, this hitch kit is the ultimate hitch kit for the CEN F-450, I've called it. And this reason being is the hitch that comes with it is mounted too far into the body and it's kind of useless and looks very weird in my opinion. Then the the Chaos hitch kit that you can get from CEN, it's kind of lacking in multiple ways than one. So I decided to design my own to make it better in the way that I would want to. If you haven't seen my video of me testing it and kind of showing why I developed the hitch, I'll drop a link right here and you can go in the description and find that video and check it out. It explains it a lot more. Okay, first and foremost, what would an assembly be if you didn't have the proper tools? You're going to need a 2mm hex driver, a 2.5mm hex driver, and a 5.5mm nut driver. You could use a drill if you want to, just use caution with that as you could over tighten some of these parts. Okay, so kind of the first step here is pretty obvious. Just go ahead and unpackage everything, get it laid out nice and neat so you know where everything's at, and then you can proceed from there. First thing we're going to be doing is removing this factory hitch. I know this is mine, it's all messed up, but what you're going to do is take these, there will be two 2mm screws right here on each side, and you're going to go ahead and unscrew these to remove it. Then once you remove that and you just have your bare frame right here, what you're going to begin doing next is getting the two frame extensions that are included in your kit, and you're going to take this side right here that has the curve on the end. The flat part's going to go outside to you. You're going to take this and slide it into the frame. Just like that, and it'll fit very snug. And once that's slid into here, you can go ahead and put your two screws with your nuts on it. We're going to be using these little screws that are sliding the kit. Put the screw from the outside. I'm going to be using a drill because it's a little quicker. Just be very careful trying to put these in though, because you could damage it if you tighten it too far. I'm just gonna go ahead and put this through this one hole. Screw all the way in, and that will be generally tight in a way. It'll be pretty tight, like I can shake the whole truck with it, but I didn't want to leave that at that, so you're gonna take a washer, you're gonna slide it over top of this, and then you're gonna fall behind it with one of the 5.5mm nuts. And all you're going to do with this is just snug it down. You can hold this screw with your finger from the outside once it's in, and you're just going to snug it. You do not have to tighten the crap out of it. You don't have to tighten it a lot. You just need to snug it to make sure that it won't move. And you're going to recede that, putting the other screw in, then you're going to do the same thing on this side. Okay, now that we've got these through right here, just put your screw through there, then you'll put a washer, and then you'll put a nut on there and just snug it down. It does not have to be really tight. Same thing on the other side. You're going to take the flat side, put it out towards the edge of the body or the edge of the truck. You're just going to push that in there, and then it should just slide in just like that. Snug fit right into place. You're going to take two smaller screws, put them back through with a washer and a nut. Okay, and like I said, these do not have to be really tight. All I'm doing here is I'm taking my 5.5mm nut driver, putting it here, and I'll take and put a finger on one of these to hold it in place. If you have to use more than your finger, then it's probably too tight. Okay, now that your frame extensions are installed, they should look just like this. We're going to move on to the next part, which is putting the receiver mount on. You're going to take your frame extensions mount, and you're going to put this on, slide it through here. It could be a snug fit. Worst case scenario, I have had to take and sand some of these very lightly. I would try to make sure that doesn't happen, but if it does, please forgive me. You may have to take and sand the extensions right here just a little bit to get this to slide in easily. A snug fit's perfectly fine though. You're going to take one each of these long screws and put it in this outside hole right here, screwing into the frame mount. Now, the first time you put this in, it may be a little snug because this is fresh plastic that's never had a screw in it before. So you might want to use a drill here if you want to, just on a very low setting. Take and start screwing this in. You want to make sure that this maintains flush with the outside so you go in the proper hole. Please forgive me, this is bent right here. You'll feel it get tight, and all you'll have to do is just run this up till it's on the very edge. Just like that. If you want to go back and check behind you, you can take just a regular hand driver and just make sure it's snug. It should be pretty snug, and that's not going to come off, and you're going to repeat the same process on the other side. Now, I also want to make a note here, those screws you just threaded in that are pretty long, they can get kind of hot depending on how fast you did it or how slow you took. Just depending on the scenario, the screws can get hot, so be careful if you try to touch them. Now, once you have this installed on the back, it should look just like this. This hole right here is for the extra screw if you'd want to put 2 in it. I've never put 2 in it ever since I designed this and printed it with prototyping. I've never used 2, but the option's there if you wanted it. I just kind of went off the factory design that had the 2 holes in it. But once we have this put on right here, we're going to start by next assembling our actual hitch mount. Okay, now in your kit, I'm probably gonna have already installed this ball for you, but if I didn't for some reason, I apologize. It's very simple. All you have to do is this right here. Just put it in the top of it, whichever you want to. Take and start it a little bit right there. Then you should be able to take a nut driver, go over the top, and proceed to screw it all the way down like this. You're not putting any downward pressure, you're just letting the screw pull itself into it. And then you're just gonna do it till it's flush at the bottom. So got a little ways to go. You'll feel it get tight, and as you see right there, I just ran it up flush to the bottom. There's not enough room to put a nut on the bottom or anything, but I haven't really needed to. This has been perfectly fine for me. It's not going to go anywhere with all the testing I've done. If it does go somewhere, I will sell these pieces individually. I did break one of these, but it's only because the trailer came loose and got hooked on a rut, and it just ripped this piece out right here. But I've since lengthened this, and I haven't had a problem since. But if you do, no worries. I'll have these for sale individually on the website. Okay, now what you're going to do is take this other kind of long, medium-sized screw. You should only have one of these. And you're going to install this hitch mount into the receiver mount. Now, this could be a snug fit, but there's nothing wrong with that. You just have to push it in a little bit. And it should go right in, and push it to whichever your desired hole is. I always use this hole closest to the inside, or the outside, excuse me. That's just the one I like. Once you have that in the position that you want for the hole, go ahead and line it up, and this screw can go in from the left or right side. I just always put it from the left side, and you're more welcome to put it from whichever side you'd like. And you're just going to begin. Now remember, this is fresh material, so it could be a little hard to screw it in, and the screw could also get hot again. Okay, now once that is threaded in, there's a little bit sticking out on the other side. You are more welcome to put a nut on this if you want to. Again, I haven't put a nut on it. There's one supplied in the kit if you'd like to, just for extra security. That's completely up to you. But I've never ran one and I haven't had a problem with it. Okay, now our next step is we're going to be putting the actual ball mount on here. Just go ahead and slide it straight on, just like that. It's kind of snug, it'll hold itself, and you just put it to whatever desired hole you'd like. I personally like this second hole right here. It just works for my trailer setup, but it's completely up to you guys, whichever hole you want to use. Second just perfectly works for me. And then with that, you're going to take your other longer screw. Remember, again, this is fresh plastic, so bear with that, and the screw will get hot. Just going to make sure you lined it up. You can put this through the side, and just go ahead and begin to thread it in. And it could try to twist down like that. Just make sure you hold it in place. Watch the other side. Should just begin perfectly like that and thread itself through. Now for this one, again, there's a nut and a washer supplied. It's up to you if you'd like to use that. I just use it on this one because I kind of like the way it looks versus just a screw randomly sticking out. The other one you don't see as much, so that's why it doesn't bother me. But for this one, I just put the nut on there because I like the way it looks. And when you go to tighten this down, again, just barely tight is all you need it. And there you go. Everyone, congratulations, you just completed the installation. That is all you need to do. If you would like to adjust this at any time, it's really easy. You just reverse the step or loosen that nut. If you put one on there, take the screw out and put it in the desired position you'd like. Same with this one. Like I said, I don't know why I really put 2 holes there. Probably only should have put 1, but I did. Whichever hole you'd like, I used the one closest to the outside. When you're done, your final product should look something like this. Guys, that also wraps it up for this install. Congratulations, you've done it. If you purchased one of these, thank you so much for doing that. I really appreciate you guys. I hope you love the Hitch as much as I enjoyed making it. And if you have not purchased one of these and you're looking to purchase one now, if you've watched this video or a few of my other ones, you can go to QCRChobbies.com, or it should be a link in the description. Go ahead and pick one up. They could be made to order depending on how it is. I'm kind of behind on orders right now, so I apologize, but you should be able to have it within the first 2 weeks. It's pretty short and sweet, just kind of simple and self-explanatory. This is just for if you didn't know how to do it, or you just want to be 100% sure you know how to do it, and or you just like watching my videos. This is what this was for. I appreciate you guys watching this. Hope you all have an awesome day. If you liked the video, please leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. Please remember to subscribe. It helps out a lot, and we're trying to get to 1,000. So appreciate it, guys. Y'all have an awesome day.